Hello crafty friends, welcome to my craft room. I'm Yvonne with Amjour, On My Mind, Journaling and More. Today I want to try to attempt at least 2 pages in my journal, but I have just been tossing things on my desk, so I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I'm having a what were we thinking moment actually. We adopted a little puppy the other day, 10 weeks old, and I have like 0 free time now. In fact, excuse me, I didn't mean to cough in your ear. In fact, puppy is right next to me in her crate. I'm hoping she'll take a little nap for me. But I may have to pause this video. We'll just see how it goes. So I'm going to try to dig in to what's all over my desk. Like I said, I've just been throwing things on here. Underneath all this chaos is my August signature. So maybe I'll get to gluing. I had an idea for one of the prompts. I have 2 more for August. And so split pins and brads is one of them. And I think what I want to do, this is a Kleenex box, but I like the pattern on this, so I want to try to make a couple of these whale tail tabs out of it and see how it goes. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to try. So I think, so I can get that out of my system, I'm going to try to make a few of these. So, which means I need to cut some of this apart a little bit. I wonder if I can make one out of this. Where's my punch? So, I want to make it double-sided. I can punch them like this for sure. But then the back side of it is going to be cardboard. So I just don't know how this will go. I wonder if I can score it a little bit. Just going to try to score it so it doesn't rip. Maybe. We'll see. And it just, that may be way too thick. But I'm going to try it anyway. If I can get one. Oh, there's something in there from the last time I made one. If I can get one, I think I'll be happy. All right. Oh! Oops, I didn't mean to scream in your ear. Well, I got one. How about that? Okay. That didn't work out so badly. Let's see. Maybe I'll make a couple more. Just see how that goes. With just the tabs, these side tabs, why not? But what I have in mind for the journaling prompt probably only calls for 1. So let's see how this is going to work. And Puppy is out of her crate. Hoping she'll settle down a little bit. So she's a rescue. My husband picked her up Wednesday. Today is Friday. Woo, there it goes. She goes for her first vet appointment tomorrow. And yeah, so my current puppy is really not happy. He's not doing as well as I thought he would. The puppy is a little bit nippy, so I've been really trying to redirect that behavior. And it's not going so well, but this too shall pass. My granddaughter is, she has been wanting a puppy for quite some time. Uh-oh, that one fell on the floor. And I need to get it because it has called the attention of, she named the puppy Cookie. It's a little girl. And so that's fitting. She's black and white. Did I have one more? Yes. And I think she is 10 weeks old. The litter she came from, they were dumped at a gas station, and a rescue picked them up and did their first, trip to the vet. And then we got her. So that one ripped a little bit on the end. I don't know how that one will work, but I got 4. And I'm just going to set these aside because that's part of the next prompt I'm going to work on. Everything else is from my second trip to Chicago. And I have been in here working. Here's my journal finally. I'll show you the pages I did on my own. Kind of. I think we did this together. Let's see. So I don't know what we've done together, what we haven't. But I did some flips. I did another flip here. And this was the prompt we did together. I added some journaling, a journaling card to it. And the 9th. So I am literally up to August 10th. It's okay. And, it's almost time to start thinking about September. So this is the Chicago skyline. And it was cut out of one of the tourist magazines that I grabbed. I don't think I grabbed it on this trip. I think I grabbed it last month. When was I in Chicago before this month? June. I believe it was June. So this is John Deere. I knew I was going to have to cover this up, so I'm going to use the Chicago skyline to kind of give me a little bit of a backdrop. I'm trying to rush a little bit because I just want to get some things glued down. What's taken a little bit of extra time is that I'm trying to do the journaling as I go so that I don't have, so that the end of the month is not here and I'm still having to go back and do journaling throughout the whole book. And so all the journaling has been completed up till now. So I may change direction on that and just try to glue some stuff down because I have so much stuff from this last trip. Sorry, I was trying to see where the puppy was. It got quiet. Does anybody remember those days with your children when it gets quiet? You look around because it's never good. Okay. So this was a travel day. And I do have a boarding pass. Some days, I think the next trip, one of the trips, either there or back, I wasn't able to get a paper boarding pass. So this is the 10th. Oh dear. So I have all this stuff from the 10th. And so let's just go through it. So really, this, I think I mentioned this in the last time I recorded, and I had a flight delay. There was weather in Chicago that kept our plane from taking off. So I just don't know if all of this is going to fit on the page here. I can use this as some journaling, which I did back here somewhere. Oh, right here. Kind of tipped it in and did journaling front and back. So I may do that or just use it to add some photos. Now this was not my travel day. This was not my travel day. Oh, maybe none of this is for the 10th. Nope, not this. Not this. Oh boy, I have a whiny, whiny puppy. This is from the 10th. This, I can use that. This, a plane. Not sure why this is in here, so I'm going to set that aside. Pop it in my little box over here. Sorry for my arm. So all of this is actually, except that is the, and this is the next day. This is all here. I'm going to pop them in there. And see, I have a lot of big stuff that's just getting in my way, but this is all the next day. All right, I'm just going to get that out of my way. Thought I had some more stuff though. Okay, set that over there. Here's another Chicago skyline picture. And I wonder if I should do, this on this page as a background, which I might. So I'm going to start to cut this out, but I think I have a whiny puppy and she is at the door. So we are in the midst of potty training. I'm going to pause this video and come back. Hopefully it will stay paused. It might cut off. If it does, I'll come back to the recording. Okay, be right back. Okay, I think it is going again, or I just started a new video. Either way, if this works out, if I get to finish, I will piece it together. So I was going to cut out this skyline and see. Oh, by the way, it was success. She went to the door whining, and we did potty. So that to me is success. So we've had her since Wednesday night, and knock on wood, so far only one potty accident. And honestly, it was a telltale sign that the rescue was using puppy pads, because she went to her crate, not her crate, I had a blanket on the floor and she pottied on that. So it was, an easy remedy. Got popped in the washing machine and all is well. And that's the only accident so far. So I hope I haven't jinxed us, but we will see. We will see. I haven't printed any more pictures. So I'm just hoping to get through these couple of pages, through all of this trip. And then sometimes the more stuff you have, the harder it is for me, especially I've said it a million times, the size of this journal, Reader's Digest size, I'm struggling with it, truly. It's very small. So most everything is having to be a tip-in. Hang on. She's got something from my craft stash. She's a little sneaky thing. She had one of my Distress ink daubers. I'm like, how did she even get that? It had one of the lids open and she got herself wormed in there. So how about that? Fun times here for a couple of months. See how it goes. It's got to go. Like I said, I feel sort of bad for my other puppy. He is not as excited as we have been for the puppy to come home. So, just trying to see. Yeah. So I think I'm going to use this on this side, but let me go through what else has to go on this page. Oh my goodness. She has just pushed my rolling cart to the underneath my craft table to the opposite side. I don't know how she's done it. She is something else. All right. I think, is this my, yes, this is the 2 boarding pass. So, I think I'm going to glue this here, right about there, and then write a little something there. Okay. And for the 3rd, 4th time, I have to put this on pause. I don't know what she's into now, but I have to investigate. Okay, I am back, but it didn't hold the pause, so I have to stitch these together, and I may just cut that part out, I'm not sure. We'll just see how it goes. I put somebody else on puppy duty for a little bit. So hopefully I can get something done in here. All right, so I glued down the skyline, I cut this skyline out, and I think really the story for this day is my travel delay. So, also thought about using this, but didn't I have a cutout? I did. I cut out an airplane. So I think I'm going to use that one. My bags, even though I don't fly priority, my bags did on this trip for whatever reason. I thought that was funny. And yeah. I'm just trying to fit everything on the page. Okay. This is going to blow away. I have a fan on. It's hot in here today. So I'm going to put this priority luggage label on first. Ooh, I'm so excited to be able to work in my journal. I haven't been able to in the past couple of days between work and new puppies. So I'm excited for today. I apologize about the rough start, but life, you know? Life, this is how it really truly goes. All right. Now, there's the airplane over the Chicago skyline. I'm still using this Oohoo, Yoo-hoo glue and just don't know, see, just ruined the tip of that. Let's try this. Put that down. And, here it is. My desk is so disorganized. I guess I should have spent a little bit of time cleaning up before popping into a video, but it's going to be just fine. Sometimes this is just the way it goes, just to get started. See, I keep feeling like I have to rub that glue back off for whatever reason. Now, I wanted to put this on the bottom. I'm going to take a break from Oohoo, Yoo-hoo, and use art glitter glue for this one, because it's a little bit heavier type paper. And again, this is just from some of those travel brochures that I picked up along the way. I honestly think I saved I cut this stuff out from my last trip, which I think we said was in June. Okay. There we go. Chicago. Again. And pack my bags. Chicago. Now. This is the napkin from the airplane. They give you a little snack. Don't know if I'm going to use that or not. We'll see how it works out. Whew. Yep, I have a fan on because it's so hot in here. I wonder. I don't know. I think I'm going to abandon this. Let's see. When did I come back? I'll just stick it here. I might use it. I doubt it, but I won't get rid of it until I get to that page. Okay, so then I want to do some journaling on this, and I need a number. Sunday the 10th. Maybe I want to put it on there. What do you think? I don't want to take away from the Chicago skyline. And I have this fold that's right there. Remember, this is not sewn in or anything, but I do have to be mindful. Yeah, I'm going to put it right here. And I literally just noticed the sun. It's later in the day for me, and I'm going to keep rolling through this video, but I understand if it's annoying and you want to skip this one, that's good. I understand. But I think you can still see. It's just this, you can see the blinds, or I can, glaring. I wonder if I put in a fill light, if it will take some of it away. I doubt it, but I can try, and I just can't reach it. Let me try. Would that do anything? Probably not. Okay. So I don't need a plain sticker. And I think I had a window seat. Which I do not like a window seat, honestly. Where's my seat? 35A. Yes, that's a window seat. I'm not comfortable. I like to get up and about. Let's see what this looks like. This is just, again, from a Chicago travel journal, so that, I think the sun is glaring through it. I'll put something behind it when I cut it out. It's actually, the magazine image is an image of the Chicago skyline through an airplane window. So I frequently try to take those pictures, especially if I'm sitting over a wing. But, I kind of want it, even though I'm gonna kind of cover up the cartoony skyline. I still want this in there. So I'm going to put that down, again with the Uhu glue. Okay. There. And I'll probably write about how much I despise a window seat, and not to mention all the delays that we had this day. It was terrible. But definitely not as terrible as the trip I had in June. So this is beginning to rip a little bit. I want to write on the back of this, so I'm just going to tape it a little bit on this side so it doesn't completely come apart. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to tip this in right here. I'm going to use this same tape first. I'll come back and use some washi. Oh Lord. The tape, there we go, curled up on me. All right. So just like I did on the other previous page, I'll write about the journey. Let's see if I want to pull out that washi tape. I guess I was going to try to use this as a tip-in. So I'll put that towards the back again. The next travel day was here. Okay. And I might as well put the planes back there too. Right here. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this picture. Window seat. I did get a picture. And do I want that on this page? I didn't save room for this. This was actually the travel day. I made a collage. I think I used, probably PixArt maybe. Or maybe I did it directly in, maybe I did this one in Canva. I can't remember. But I could have used this. Yeah, I'm going to just stick it there. It'll be, I can just start my journaling up here on the back of that picture. I like it. Here I go again. So I just need some of this tape runner. Still using that. I have a few more, and then I don't know what I'm going to do after that. Okay, there's that. And I'm going to round this little edge down here because the boarding pass is rounded. There we go. And then I think I'll round the edges of the picture as well. Why not? 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay. So that's one page. I'm excited I actually got a page done. I got some journaling space here and here. I'll tape this down after I do the journaling. There's my boarding pass and the journaling and the window seat. I kind of love it. Almost want a sticker right here, but let's get some washi. Let's see. I have this whole drawer of washi. Remember I said I have room to buy more? I never did. I don't need to buy more washi. So I need to use up what I already have. And there's some orange here. That might work. I'm not going to be oh, I have some airplanes. How about that? I want the airplanes going up. Yep, I'm going to use the airplanes. Okay. have a little ruler that I use. Hope I'm not too muffled. That I use to tip, you know, cut. Helps me trim off the washi tape. Here it is. Found it. There we go. That will work. And I'll add some more on the back when I get done. But you know what? This washi is already pulling up. So I am going to add glue so it doesn't pull up. There we go. Messy, messy, messy. There we go. Okay, now it won't pull up. All right, here it is. Ooh, I feel out of sorts. Of course, I've been getting up early. The first night the puppy was home, we got up at 3:30 so she could go outside. And then she's very young, but she's peeing a lot. And so when my husband picked her up, the foster person said she thought that she may have some sort of urinary tract infection. So that would, you know, puppies go potty a lot, but it may be a little more excessive because she may have a urinary tract infection. So my vet, originally I made her appointment for Tuesday, and they didn't have one earlier. So my vet put us on the call list, and they called me today so she can go tomorrow to get her little checkup. And so they'll check that, and if that's the case, we'll get her straightened out, and hopefully that will get a little better. Of course, time will get better with that too. I like this page. Do I want a little tab here? I'm just going to grab one of these whale tail tabs that I made just to see if it even fits. Well, it does. It's kind of thick. I have a whole little box of these. I think I'm going to grab them. I'm probably getting muffled sitting because I'm bending down into my drawers that are right next to me. But I think I cover up the microphone when I do that, so I apologize. But I have a whole box of potential tabs. This is some fake leather. I don't know that I needed that. These are just some circles. I'm just trying to get away from the thicker tab. That kind of matches. Here we go. I'm going to use this. And I only want one of these out. So I'm going to put two of these in this little container of tabs. There we go. So this one matches the tape, the airplane washi tape. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Put this tab on. My glue is, I think I need a new nozzle or something, or I need to clean it out. It's finicky. If it gets left open too much, It's very finicky. So let's just get this on there. There. That's cool. I'm going to trim this a little. It's going to come off anyway because it's perforated. Okay, but I made it uneven. Huh, I'm going to make it even. I think. I'm not good at cutting evenly. There we go. I've got that, and I've got this, and all this space here to journal. And that is the 10th. Oh, I'm going to put this video on pause one more time because this is my husband calling. Be right back. Okay, I'm starting this video yet another time. Oops, it did cut off, so I've lost my, there, that should be a little better. All right, so I trimmed this up a little bit more to go on this page. I left the Chicago down there, I just liked it. But now I'm going to put this down. And I guess I have to use the Uhu glue. Yep, I don't know what else I would use. So, here goes. And then it's of course bigger than what I need. So, I will trim it off after I get it positioned. I didn't even see this. I like the image on this, the back of this, but I'm going with the skyline again. Chicago does have a beautiful skyline. Okay, I think that's all the corners. Corners are important. And I do want the Chicago down in this bottom corner. There. Okay, now this is shiny, so anything I glue onto that is going to have to use a different type of glue. While I was talking to my husband, I put some things away. Now I'm having to grab them again. Now, I was going to trim this off, but I wonder, before I trim it, if that couldn't be like tip out somehow. I'd have to trim it where? Let's see. This part of the building would have to be trimmed, right here. And there. Now let's see if that's going to work. I mean, I'm not going to cut it off yet because that might work. It has this, I cut off Traveler on there, but maybe I can put something down there. Oh, and I wanted to try to find some sort of sticker or something. We'll see what, as I get into what I have, other things I have. This is the 10th. Now this is the 11th. And let me think. This was setup day, and I went to, this is the only day I had some free time. I had a couple of hours all to myself, so I went down to the Magnificent Mile and did some shopping and got some pizza. It was lovely. I don't normally get a chance to do anything when I'm at these shows. I don't think this is this day. Let me look. Okay, this is this day. Lots of rain. I'm just trying to get some stuff together. So now I'm on the 10th. This is the 11th. This is the 12th. Just going to pop that on. I'll probably take it back off. Lord, I'm getting another call. This is the vet. Hold on. Okay, they were just calling to confirm the appointment for tomorrow. Whoa, there are so many interruptions on this video. Hopefully, you won't see the interruptions, hopefully. I mean, you'll hear me talking about it, but I hope it comes together pretty seamlessly. And this was a travel day. And so I think I am not sure when this, I'm looking for where this goes. And so it's further back, so I'm just going to put it further back. I had this card, now I don't know where I wanted to use it. So anyway, all right, so, but in any case, I'm still on this day. And I went to this Harry Potter store. And so I have this as a tip out already. This is the pizza that I went to get. That is not going to fit at all. This is the pop-up store that they had. I dropped something. Garrett's popcorn. I went on the search for this. I never found it down at the Magnificent Mile. I couldn't find the location. It was on the second or third floor of a building that I never found. But I did find the Harry Potter store. And here's another tip in. Oh, so here's the only thing I purchased for myself from the Harry Potter store. Let me take this back off. Is this postcard. So, can I flip that out? That doesn't leave me much in the way of journaling space. Sure doesn't. Let's just see. I have this must-see sites. I have this bag. I like the footsteps. And of course, the Harry Potter. I'm going to cut these out. I'm just going to see what I can do with it. And I like getting creative, but it takes a little bit of planning, which I have not had time to do. So, you are seeing real time, in the moment, hey, let's try this and see what this does. I'm from the South, so it reminds me of the expression, hey y'all, watch this. So, yeah, watch this. Let's see how it goes. So I really like the footsteps. And I do have some pictures. This was a setup day. There's me getting sorted. Just the outside of the shop and the wand area. Let's see. Oh, I have this fan and everything's blowing. Okay. I have some other things. I don't think I'm going to get to use these. I just have too much stuff. I'm going to set them aside over here just for now. And I could do this. Maybe. Here's the store. Could do a tip in. I could write on the back of this. I'm still thinking about this Chicago skyline. It's kind of a, I could make this is a tag from one of the shirts I bought. Could make this into a tag, literally. A hidden tag or something. Alright, so this is an option. This is 2 tip ends. And then I went and got some Giordano's pizza. There's a picture of that. But it's also, I set up the booth. I do this by myself. So it's an all-day thing. And it takes a lot of time. So, well, I could do something like this and only use one. Let's see. I'm going to do that. All right. I don't know where it's going to go in the spot, but I am going to glue this image to my tag. Oh, Lord, I left the pin out. This glue dries out so quickly. Art glitter glue. Alright, back to a glue stick. So I can write about the show setup on the back of my vendor ID. Well, I didn't, my ID I got rid of. This is the top part of it. Okay. And here is our actual booth. I have lost my bone folder. There. Okay. So I have that. Oh, this is the Harry Potter store. I need that. Must-see sites. Let's see. I kind of liked that too. Cut this out. This is from that travel brochure again. So if you're out traveling, I know a lot of us use stuff like this. So it kind of fits on here. All right, so I can flip one up. I can do multiple flips. And I've already written on the back of that. This was I needed some information at the show, and I wrote on that. So I can flip this one up. And I don't know, cover some of this up here, maybe. Let me use the, I kind of like the footsteps over here. Get as many footsteps as I can on here. I'm going to even that out. Okay. So those are going on to this flip out. Like this. It's kind of creative to figure out how to fit all this stuff in this little book. I think I've talked a lot about, next year, what I'm going to do, and I know for sure my journal will be bigger, but I think I'm really going to struggle with the bigger book, because I've spent, I will have spent a year working through the smaller book, and so I won't know what to do with myself. All right, so I probably am going to cut this off, but I wonder how it would look if I just folded it and had yet another flip. Let's see how it folds in. Well, actually works pretty darn good. So I like that. This is the front of the store. That's going to go there. I'm excited to get through these pages. They have been pressing in my mind, but also I've been almost kind of procrastinating because there's so much stuff I want to include. There. Harry Potter. My granddaughter would have loved this store. I wish I could have brought her. My daughters, shoot, they would have loved this store. They grew up with Harry Potter. All right. And at this point, I have no idea how long this video is going to be because I've had to cut it on and off so many times. All right, so I've got this flip. This flip's going up. That's here. I also have this postcard. Maybe I can just tuck it in here, make this into a pocket. Yes. I'm not trying not to think too hard about this stuff because otherwise I'll never get through this. So before I do that, let's think about the pocket a minute. Let me pull this over here. Okay, just move some stuff aside for a minute. Now, the pocket, I like that idea. It's not going to really hinder. I have a serrated edge here, which I kind of like, and the postcard fits really darn good in there. So I don't think I'm going to, I was thinking about making a notch. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to leave it right the way it is. Call it a day. So, and that covers up that spot there that I said I would have to find something to cover it up with. Cool. Here's this page. There's my postcard. The only thing I purchased for me in that store. Spent so much money. And all I got was a postcard. But that's what makes me happy, is buying things for other people. All right, so I have a postcard. I have some journaling space here. I'm going to have this tip in this way. I have this. This is the wands. Oh, Lordy, I have a picture of me getting sorted. Yeah, and then I can write in a white pen over here. Is that where I want it? Yeah, and I can write in a white pen all on here. I think that'll look kind of cool, actually. Here's the picture. I got put in the Slytherin house, which is not what I thought would happen, but that's what happened. And I think I'm not going to print the wands, although it's cool. Just kind of running out of space. Well, no, I think I want to put my pizza here. Giordano's pizza. I can trim that up a little more. They do a great deep dish pizza. It's really good. And, oh, and I wanted to use a tag or something. This is really thick. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put a tab on the postcard. Yep. I like to use my older scissors because this is some pretty thick cardboard. But I like the crests too. All right. I'm thinking. All right, I am going to peel this. I think. Oh, that is a lot of cardboard. A lot. Whew. Look at that. So when you don't want as much bulk, my goodness. What's on the back here? Is that a sticker? No. Maybe it is. No, it's not. All right, older scissors will go here, here. I'm gonna put it here, but I wonder if I can get some more cardboard off. I don't know. It's just so thick. Try one more time. I'm trying. It's just not happening. Okay, but I do want it there, so I'll put the crest down here. Yeah, I left this open and it is not happy with me. Not at all. Oops, about to put it on the wrong way. Okay, so there's that. And now I want to make a tab. Let's see. I could use that one. That's just trash. Or I could just use this one, but can I? Yes, I can. I'm going to cut it out as if it was a tag, using that top part. And so I think I'm going to use this one. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, get this on. And a little tab in the back of this postcard. Doesn't want to stick. I think it will. Okay, so there's the postcard. Very cool. All right, let's get some of this glue away. Now, I kind of like how that turned out. I was going to do some journaling down there, but I like the crest instead. Oh, and I wanted this pizza. And maybe the popcorn, because I did find some, but not on this day, but it is kind of must-see sights. Do I want a backdrop on this? Let's see. I'm just using some of this other stuff. I think this I may just use in my granddaughter's journal. But I was looking for color. I want to back this with something. And I am not going to use the Giordano's. I'm going to throw it away. And I'm not going to use the picture of the wands. But I will save the In Chicago. This one, I thought there was one more. Oh, it blew. I'm going to save these. Because I will definitely be back to Chicago for work. My customer is in Chicago. All right, now, must-see sites. I didn't want to mess up the backdrop, so let's cut this out a little more. A little bit more, let's see. Must-see sites. All right, I need something to back the pizza. Just need a piece like maybe white. Let's see if I have some. I'm looking to my right here. I think I have some. Whoa! The fan. It's so hot in here today. It truly is. And this. Wonder. I'm playing. Just down under. And then. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to glue this to the green, even though I know I said white, but this is the first piece of paper I grabbed. And I just want to back it a little bit so it stands out against that background. Okay. And so I ate off of this pizza for 2 days. It was really good. Really good. All right. Now, I'm going to trim this down. And down. I'm just trying to see. I made it crooked. Shoot. Sure did. No, it's crooked down here. There we go. If I want to write something there, I think I do. And I think I want this down first. Okay. This one. I have to. Okay. I know you can see my cord. I'm sorry, but I've bent down, had to move so many times for the puppy and phone calls and all kinds of stuff. It's coming apart. I feel like I'm coming apart. But this is my therapy. I've told you this many, many times. So no matter how much of a stressful day I've had, and even though this video session has been kind of stressful, it still puts me in a better frame of mind. Truly. You can still see Garrett's popcorn. All right. And I'm excited to have gotten through these 2 pages. Very excited, because I've been struggling with ideas, and so finally today I was like, I'm just going to do it, because I'm procrastinating. The more I procrastinate, it's like when I get stuck like that, it's like I can't move forward. I could have skipped ahead and done different pages, but I don't know. My brain sometimes, not all the time, but my brain sometimes does not let me do that. I don't know what that's about, but sometimes I struggle with that. Oops, must see sites. Maybe I'm not going to write there. I'm going to put this word here. Must see sites. And I was excited to get out and see some sites. Don't normally get to do that. All right, now I need the must see. One of these days when I'm back in Chicago, I want to do the harbor tour. I think it's an architectural boat ride. You talk about all the buildings and architecture downtown. But I just have not been able to do that in all these years I've been going. I had to pull that down because I forgot. Stuck my arm in glue. I had to do this tip in. There we go. And I am just going to use, again, just some tape. I've got glue on my fingers, which will show on the tape. There we go. Okay. So this is a lot of tip-ins. Quite a lot of tip-ins. And what kind of washi tape do I want? I'm trying to pick up this trash. I've tried to pick it up 3 or 4 times. And it just didn't want to get picked up. Same here. Okay. Hang on to that a minute. I might just throw this in my granddaughter's scrapbook. This is blowing on me. Alright, I still have a couple things that I might use. This is our booth number. Could use this as a tab. Could use this to cover up that bottom. Let's see. Cover up where I wrote some stuff on there. Let's just see how it goes. Yeah, I can do that. Just make it squared off there. Yep, alright, I'm just going to do that. Keep putting trash right on the book, and I don't mean to. I have a little trash can right on my craft table, but do I ever use it? Sometimes. Sometimes I do. There, that covers that up. Now, I wanted to, I think I could make this into a little tab. Yep, I'm going to glue this together. If I'd used the other one, it was already together, but let's see how this works out. I like the black because I have the black Harry Potter stuff. And that's glued together. Let me trim some of this white off. Let me not do it over the book. Okay. And some white is showing on the back. Okay, like that. I'm just putting some glue on off to the side because my paper was over there. I think it needs to go right there. Let me just check the back. Oh, I forgot I'm tipping up. There. Okay, throw that away. All right, let's see. How many tip-ins can we do in on one journal page? You want to count? But I am going to sign off on this. Do I want to use on this video? I didn't travel that day. Let me see if I can find some other type of washi tape for this part. I've got, I just have plain red. I almost wish I had some footprints or something. That would be cool, but I do not. Alas. Let's see, this kind of reminds me of the building. Where's that picture? Oh, look what I did. My tip-in now. Yikes. Oh no. Okay. There. I have to glue that down more. Should have checked it. Should have checked it. Okay. I think that'll be fixed. None the wiser. There. But I think this washi kind of reminds me of the outside of this building. Yeah, so I'm just going to use this. Maybe if I can find the edge. There it is. Okay. I keep forgetting I'm actually putting things away. So I'll leave these two washes out because on the 2 pages we did together, I have to add washi to the back of this tip-in, but I need to do this tip-in, but I need to do the journaling first. So I'll leave the airplanes out and then put this away. So that is the 10th. You get the date. Forgot about the date. Where am I going to put the date? Right there. This is the 11th. Need some more glue. All right. But really quickly, let me see. I'm just going to put it right here. Why not? Okay, so here's the 2 pages. I'm really excited about them. So here's how many, I want to count the flips with you. In 2 pages we did, this is 1 tip-in. I like that. And then over here, I had so much ephemera. How do you put it in there? Might have to trim that up a little. I'm not going to do it now. So here's 1 flip and 2 flips. It's not as many as I was thinking. But I'm going to put some clear tape down there because I do not have enough room to go back and do the washi because of these There we go. Oh, and I had glue on my fingers, so there's a smudge. Okay, and I've got journal space here. I'm still trying to use up this stuff. I'm not going to throw this away. This will go in my granddaughter's journal. Okay, so here are these 2 pages. I think I'll leave these open to take a picture to show the flips. And I'm sticking that on there because of the fan. All right, I have no idea how long this video is, so I'm going to cut it off here. I apologize for all the interruptions. Hopefully I can get this posted real soon, but my time has been kind of absorbed with new puppy, which is always fun. It's fun and exciting. I'm excited. She's a cutie, and my granddaughter, you know, she's been wanting one for a long time. So here we go. Puppy power. I will see you next time. Well, actually, I think next time you will see me putting together September. We're almost to the burr months. I'm so excited. September marks 1 year of me doing this YouTube channel, but more to come on that. All right. Bye-bye. I will see you next time. Happy crafting.